Mheshimiwa Party Leader, ukimkaribisha mtu ndani ya ODM lazima uniambie vile tabia yake na yangu inafanana. Mnanielewa? Uhusiano tulioweka.
ODM si chama kilichojazaliwa kama siri. Nasikia kuna wengine ambao wanatembea nasi mchana lakini usiku wanajaribu kuuza hii chama. Haiwezekani. ODM was not born in a bedroom. It was not made in a bedroom.
ODM is not fighting UDA. ODM is fighting itself behind closed.
Mheshimiwa Party Leader, ukimkaribisha mtu ndani ya ODM lazima uniambie vile tabia yake na yangu inafanana. Mnanielewa? Uhusiano tulioweka na serikali ya UDA, mkataba huo baba mwenyewe aliwaambia mwenye kuandika ni nani? Mwenye kuandika ni nani? Sifuna, mimi huyu. Sasa wale ambao mlifanya fasaha katika shule, kuna mwandishi kwa mfano Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe ndio mwenye kuandika Things Fall Apart. Si mnajua? Wewe ukikutana na Chinua Achebe leo, unaweza kupingana na yeye ni nini iko kwa hiyo kitabu. So, wengine ambao wanazunguka, na kwa sababu baba alituambia we keep our identity. Mimi rangi yangu ni hii chungwa. Hawa wote ambao unaona hapa ni members wa Central Committee. Tuliketi tukasikizana kwamba hatujaamua jinsi ambavyo chama kitaingia katika uchaguzi wa
2020. Away from rallies and slogans, ODM is experiencing the most dangerous phase in its history. A silent civil war for control, relevance and survival. This is no longer about ideology. It's about who takes over, who controls the party machinery, and who speaks for the millions of loyal supporters. Today, we expose the internal power wars inside ODM, the factions, the ambitions, the betrayals, and the strategic confusion threatening to tear the party apart before 2027. This is not a rumor. This is not gossip. This is how power actually works. ODM was never built like a normal party. From day one, it was structured around a central figure, mass loyalty, protest legitimacy, decision-making flowed top-down, not outward. This structure gave ODM discipline, unity crisis, clear direction, but it also planted a ticking time bomb. ODM never institutionalized succession. No clear ideological replacement, leadership transition, power sharing culture. For years, this weakness has hidden by unity under pressure. Now it's fully exposed.
As the national chairman of the ODM party, I also want to make it very clear that this Homa Bay County and this entire region is an ODM zone. It is an ODM zone. And the next time I see what I saw at the funeral of Koyo, where my party leader is seated and some people have come there shouting, "Uda, we will not agree, we will not accept." It will not happen. It will not happen. It will not happen. Not under my watch as national chairman of the ODM party. This is an ODM zone. Na tutaki madharau. And you can see we are quiet. Unaweza ona simba nyeshewa ukadhani ni paka. Hakuna paka hapa. Hakuna. Onge paka ka. One simbni.
ODM today suffers from a vacuum, not because leaders are missing, but because authority is contested. Multiple centers of power exist, and being parliamentary leaders, governors, grassroots mobilizers, urban youth politicians, each believes that they represent the true ODM. The problem, none of them can actually command the party alone. This creates paralysis, mixed messaging, and public contradictions. ODM speaks with too many voices, and in politics, that is fatal. The generational war inside ODM being the most explosive fault line. The old guard believe ODM must remain disciplined, prefer negotiation and structured politics. They fear chaos and state instability. The new guard, more radical, media savvy, youth-oriented and confrontational. The young leaders argue, ODM is losing relevance by playing safe. The old guard's reckless politics will destroy the party. This is not a debate, this is a mutual distrust. Young leaders feel blocked, older leaders feel threatened. The result, silent sabotage, strategic isolation, and internal disloyalty. ODM is not one party, it's several regional empires under one logo. The Nyanza bloc, historical stronghold, claims moral ownership of ODM. They feel entitled to leadership. The Nairobi or the urban bloc, youth-driven, media influential, loud but electorally inconsistent. The Western Bloc demands for relevance, threatens defection, and each bloc wants national recognition, presidential bargaining power, influence in ticket distribution, which creates a constant eternal bargaining, not unity. ODM doesn't plan elections, it negotiates survival. ODM's historical weapon was protest, but today protests have become controversial inside the party. One faction believes protests maintain pressure, they keep ODM relevant, they mobilize grassroots support. Another faction believes protests exhaust supporters, they invite state repression, they damage investor confidence. Is questioning tearing ODM apart? Is protest still power or a nostalgia? Without clarity, ODM looks confused, and confused parties lose elections. The money campaigns and eternal distrust. Let's be honest. Politics runs on money. Inside ODM, campaigning financing is opaque, fundraising controls equals power, loyalty follows resources. This creates accusations. This leader is funded by outsiders. That faction is compromised. This one is sabotaging the party. Once trust collapses over money, unity collapses permanently. ODM today suffers from financial suspicion, and that is lethal. ODM claims to represent the youth, but many young supporters feel used during protests, abandoned during negotiations, ignored in leadership structures. This has created resentment. Youth leaders inside ODM now face a dilemma: remain loyal and invisible, or rebel and risk explosion. This internal youth frustration may explode quietly or publicly. ODM has avoided this conversation for too long. Who becomes the party leader, the presidential flag bearer, negotiator in coalitions, every day worsens divisions. Potential successor are blocking each other, undermining credibility, building parallel loyalties. ODM risks a scenario where no one loses but the party collapses. If ODM fails to resolve internal power wars, voter confidence will collapse, coalition partners will exploit weaknesses, youth will disengage, ODM will not be defeated by UDA, it will be defeated by internal decay. History is cruel to parties that confuse loyalty with silence. ODM stands at crossroads. It can institutionalize leadership, empower youth honestly, resolve internal wars transparently, or it can suppress dissent, delay succession, and pretend unity exists. One path leads to survival, the other leads to slow death. ODM's greatest enemy is no longer the state, its fear of internal reform. Is ODM evolving or collapsing? Can it survive in its own power wars? Comment below, share this video, subscribe for uncensored Kenyan political analysis. This is not hate, this is accountability.